Well, good morning, everyone. Just making a little bow here, and I think I've done it. A bit tangly. Yeah. Well, today is the 7th of April, would you believe? And beautiful day here. We've got blue sky, which is really nice. Um, Autumn's really here, and it is a lot cooler, as you can see, because I've got something warmer on today. But yeah, today I'm going to use one of the online products called Cutest Crew. Now, I have seen such cute cards with this, and I'm going to show it. So it is a stamp set, it's a bundle. So when I get my two, I put them back to back like this and put a band around them so that I can find the dies and the stamp set. So you can see it's got some birds, dogs, cats, paw prints, butterflies, flowers, and some sentiments as well. And these are the die cuts. I haven't used these yet, but I want to use those as well. So let's get started. I'm just going to put those together and start with my first card. My first card today is one by Crafty Roots. So I'm going to use theirs first. So I've got Balmy Blue base. And this is going to go on the inside, but before I do that, let's pull that little fly off. I've got some bird's feet here. Can you see them? How cute are they? And I've got some memento black. I still like my memento black, even though I've got the basic black. And I'm going to put some footprints along the bottom here on the inside. Should get an envelope too, because I can put footprints on the envelope. Okay, so that is that. I'll just close that so it's out of the way. Turn that over, and I'm going to put that on the inside of the card. I thought this card was very cute. It's using the birds. So there we go. How cute is that? It's just the footprints. So this is the front of my card. I've got Flirty Flamingo and a basic white, and I've started to work on it because I just wanted to get it started. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to color the birds in. So I've got some of my colors here. I'm just trying to work out what order I'm going to put these in. Put that one first, that one, and then that one, I think. Oh no, I might do it the other way. I might do it like this. I'm sure that will be fine. Yep. Just trying to work out what order I want to do these in. So I might get my balmy blue first. I get the light one. I'm just going to colour this little bird in. And I'm going to just give its wings a little bit more depth. Maybe around its tail and its tummy. Okay. How cute are they? And I might just do a little bit more blue, a bit deeper there. So that really stands out. You can actually see its wings. Now the pretty flamingo, is this light, that's dark. Let's get the light first. I'm going to make this guy in the middle. Flirty flamingo. My head will be in the way, sorry. And then I'll get my dark flirty flamingo. And just going to colour the tail in with that. Maybe a little bit up here. Just down And the last one is lemon lolly. And I've got, start with the light one. I just thought this was so cute. Just the three birds. Then I'll get the dark one and put that on just a little darker. Yeah. Now, I am going to get my glue dots, or even just a dab of glue. I'm going to get my butterfly, which is right here. This is one of the die cuts. Cuts out 3 different size butterflies. And I shall get my pick just to pick this up. Go and pop it there. And then I'm just going to do that. Actually, I'm going to make it like that. Okay, now up at the top here, I'm going to add these. Actually, I might add them the other way around. I might add the orange one first. Let's get that. I'll add the orange one first. Then I'll add the lemon or the Liberty Flamingo one. Then the lemon. Oh my goodness. Room's falling apart behind me. And then the balmy blue on the top. Don't want that there. I actually think I'm going to move that a little bit. I think more out. And then I might put that one on like that. It's not the way that she had done it, but that's okay. If I could find my glue dots on my table, I know I have them somewhere. There they are. I'll just put glue dot up there and that there. Okay. I want to make it a little smaller, I think. Yeah, that's better. Not quite finished yet, but I'll do the rest in a minute. Let's put this on the Flirty Flamingo. There we go. And then this straight on the balmy blue. So it's just going to go. Very, very simple card. And then I've got some iridescent gems here that I've hardly used any of these, and I thought that this color here would be perfect for this. And I'll just do a couple of smaller ones down here. And that is my card. You could have used the blue ones or even the clear ones, but how cute is that? Okay, card number 2. Yeah. Now I did this card for a friend who had to put her cap down recently. And I made her this card. But as many of you know, one of our dogs, Honey, has gone up to the kennels, and I just got some cute pictures of the puppies this morning. And this is going to be on a white base, and this is going to be my thank you card for her when Honey comes back to us. So I've got cloud cover, basic white, and the one thing I don't have in there is my brush, which I will grab, and I don't think I've got my smoky or my fly cover, but I should get that very quickly. Here we go. Thought I had it, but I don't. So, just checking. I'm just going to. This brush is a bit. It's not playing the way I want it to. It's a bit blotchy. It's a bit darker than I want, but I wonder, should I get another? I might try a different brush because I think I'm not very happy with that brush. I'm not quite sure what has happened, but it's a bit. I think this one might be better. Oh yeah, exactly what I want. Just a bit stiff, whereas this is more the feel I want. Can you see? It's just giving it. Whereas that is quite dark. I don't want it as dark as that. I just want to add a little bit like that. Okay. Close that. So I have a propensity to stick my fingers in it. Now I've got all my dogs here, and what I'm going to do is I've already stamped them and pre-cut them out, and I am going to place them on the card. So I'll place them on first. Put this little guy down the bottom so I can show you what I'm doing. Put that one up there. Might pop that one there. That one in there. This will make sense in a minute or two. That little guy can go up there. I just want to pop them in place first. Ugh. Let's do this one there. And got a little Dalmatian-y one here. Fingers are all. Now you might see what I'm trying to do. Except my fingers are just wanting to get these to stick to them. That one there. And I think I'm going to put this little guy down here. And I've got one more. They're the same, so why don't I swap that one for that one? Pop that one over there. Now you can see it's sort of like a heart. Okay, so it's going in sort of a heart shape. But before I do that, I've got my white color here and thank you, which I want to put in the middle. Just want to check that that's. Hoping that shows up quite well in the middle of that. Thank you. Yep, that'll do. Okay. Now, get a couple of glue dots for each one. Let's turn this little guy over. I might put a couple of glue dots on it, I think, because just hold the whole dog together on that well. And I might put this one on next. I think he only needs one. can sit there. And I'll put this, he looks like a little Scottish Terrier. He can go there. Okay. I got inspired with this card by Christy Crafts. She'd done it in cats, and I believe that was, yeah, the lady who had done it. But I wanted to do dogs because, as you know, I'm a dog person, not cat person. That one there. I feel that that one needs a second one on it, just to hold it down. I was actually going to swap those two around. Let's take that one off for a minute. This little guy up there. Oh, look, I'm getting close to the end of my, in fact, I've got one. Look at that. I've finished with that. And I shall pop in there. And I know I've got some somewhere in here because I put them away yesterday. Some more glue dots. Happens that they finish off. And they come like this, and I will eventually I'll take that ribbon and put it around this one, but let's get this one. Okay, let's turn that one over. I'll put 2 glue dots on that, so it is in place, and he's going to go a slight angle. Got those ones all stuck on. Let's do this guy next. One there, and one there, and he can go there. And we still have one down there. I think 2 glue dots is the best. Just gives it that extra. Don't want to put him there. I think I want to put him there. And then I'll put this little guy. Actually, I'm going to change around what I did. I'm going to pop this one up here. Oh, I've got him stuck on already. That's all right. I'm going to take him off. Pop him there. So he's just away from this bottom one. And I shall pop her there. And I've got only one on that, so let's put a second one. And this guy hasn't been stuck on yet, so let's get 2 dots on him. And he's going in the bottom like that. I think I want him to move in a little bit. There we go. And I'm not quite finished yet. I just want to just using a black marker for this. Just to link it together. And then I've got some little flowers here. I'll turn over. And I'm going to just put them randomly on this as well. One there, pop it down there. Another one, pop it there. Keeps wanting to come off and stick in the wrong side. Not what I want it there. And I've got one more. Glue dots are amazing. Where will I put that one? Let me put him down here. There we go. Make sure they're pushed on. Now, let's turn it over. Move that out of the way. Move that out of the way. Yes. Pop it on the plate cover. Card number 2 today. And then this is going to go on the white base. Very simple card. Now I could add a couple of these. Where should I add that? Maybe one up there. One there. I don't want too huge a one. Pardon me. That one. Card number 2 today. Same dots as I put on the other one. Right, now for my last cuts. I had thought of doing 2 on the inside using the Mento Black. I might actually do the butterflies. Up there as well. Just get a bit more ink on that. And then I can use my pen. And I might use the dark flirty flamingo for the little one at the top. This is the same colours as I used on the other card, but they'll be fine on this. You could use whatever you liked. And lemon lolly on the little one bottom, and the little one top. And that will be my second card. Okay, so let's pop that aside. Now my third card, I've made one of them already. This is the card I've made. This was using crumb cake, using the let me now check. Uses different embossing folders and country woods. So I'll cut those out with stylish shapes, and that's the card I've left with. So I've got one here with birds on it. I will do it first, and then I've got one with dogs on it. So let's do this one first. So I've got done my inside already. You can see I've done the birds. So glad we're friends. And I've got an extra piece of paper there. That's all right. This is going on, and I've used a blending brush on the swirly one. So let's pop that on the card. It's going a long ways, this one. Okay, now I've got my 3 pieces of country woods, and I've stamped some bird's feet on some of them. You can see that these are pretty much the same, and that one's that color. So I'm going to turn them all over, and I shall pop that one like that. It's this one I want next. And the last one, got the feet on it again. Keep wanting to say crow's feet. Okay, now I've got just a little hello that I've stamped, and I'm going to put that on dimensionals. Here we go. And there. And then One there, one there, one there, and one there. And take the backs off. And pop that out of the way. And that's just going to go like that. And then I've got my birds here, and they're going to go on dimensionals as well. So they're the same color as the inside of the card. And I'll put 3 on this, and 3 on this one. 1, 2, 3. And I'm just going to pop them down the bottom. Get the backs off. This one doesn't want to come off. Pop one there. And the other one, there we go, can go there. Okay. And I've added some butterflies now. I think I've lost my butterflies this one. They're actually probably in here. I think some brass butterflies, which are almost done. I think they're one last chance at the moment, but I love these brass butterflies. I might put one there and another one there. And then I've got here, in here, tons of little butterflies that I've die cut out and coloured in. I've actually die cut them in different coloured paper. Come on, out you come. I'm going to use those. Let me get my glue dots, which I set over here. And just make it a bit smaller. I'll pop a green one up there. Pop it. Where did that one go? It's on my finger. I think there's someone at our door. But I'm sure my hubby can get that. And a blue one. And I think I need a purple one. There was someone trying to sell their services around the door. Yeah, I think that's probably enough. Maybe I could do a little pink one on the card. One of the tiny, tiny pink ones. I think this is, oh, it's so tiny that I just wonder. I could use my what do you call it? Glue, multi-purpose glue on that. Okay, so that's the matching card to that one. And then I used, so for this one I used the gingham folder. Put those to the side for the moment. For this one I've used the timber frame. So I've used, this is the one of the outgoing in colours, Shy Shamrock. I've hardly used this, so I thought I'd use it for this. So I'm going to pop that on the card. There we go. Now, I used, again, the Shy Shamrock. You can see this is one side of it. But I used some basic white and brushed it on. And I've got some paw prints, so let's get those. Put one up there. And one more. is I wanted to change the colour. I didn't want that sort of colour there. I wanted something different. Now, similar card to the other one in that I have the Just a Little Hello, and this one's got dogs on it. So I've used all of the 3 elements in the stamp set: the dogs, the cats, and the birds. Go. And I just used a blending brush with a little bit of the Shy Shamrock, and then just tipped it around the edge with a sponge dauber. My doggies are going to go down the bottom, and I coloured in their neckties. One there, one up there, one there, one there, one at the end, one there, and perhaps another one there, just to keep it secure. Now, you can put whatever you like on these. It doesn't have to be butterflies. And I think I've got them all. And I'm just going to pop that like that on the bottom. And get some of these butterflies. Turn them over. So I've got the wrong side up. And I might use a bit of my glue on these ones. Actually, what I might do is just put, looks like it's jammed up a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that one, can go up there. That's in Poppy Parade, so it doesn't want to stick to the card. This is Daffodil Delight. Pop it down there. And this is one of our new colours. This is Hydrangea Hue. And it is a pretty colour. I'm just going to put a smaller one in there. It's sort of a, yeah, it's an unusual colour. Sort of a, well, it's the colour of hydrangeas, really, isn't it? I might pop him on there, if he'll stay. And I've got a purpley one. I think this is Petunia Pop. I think, from memory. And I think I want to put a little blue one. A teeny blue one on the card. Maybe there. Stay. So I've got 2 blue ones on the card. Just trying to think what else I want to put on. I might put some of the mini brass butterflies on this one. Didn't use them in the last one. One there. One there. One up there. Okay, so that's done. Pop it back in their pocket. I spent a lot of time last week sorting out all my embellishments, writing names for them, what colours they were, and all that sort of thing last week. So, yeah. So these are my 3, and I've got lots of butterflies left. Let me just put the lid back on that. I shall keep those. I often keep these little things in a small bag because they're inclined to disappear on you otherwise. So let's have a look at what I've done today. Move my mess out of the way. Can go in there. Okay, that can go back there. Oh, I haven't put this on the card. Should do that, shouldn't I? Made the front, but I haven't put it on the white base, which is what I wanted to do. There we go. Still think I want to move that one down a little bit. So straighter. So we've got the 3 animal elements on that card. I'll just put that one there. The dog, cats, the birds, the dogs. This one I've just used the birds, and in this one I've just used the dogs. So that was my cards for today. I hope you like that. It's called Cutest Crew. It's an online one, and I really like I really like this set. Just a bit unusual. I've got inside this one, I've got So Glad We're Friends with the cat. Inside this one, I've got that one. And inside this one, I haven't got anything, but I'll probably add. I was thinking I might add one of the in green, the paw prints or something along the bottom. So yeah. So anyway, that's my cards for today. And I hope you like those. They're just all quite different. And yeah, just a little bit of fun in the middle of the week. So yeah. Okay, so next week we're into the middle of April, would you believe? And we're just getting ready to go on a retreat at the end of the month. If you would love to come along with us, we're going to just outside Sydney, near Camden. We've got 1 or 2 spaces, but you need to book within the next couple of days because it's closing. So it's great fun. All food is provided for us. And you can enjoy your time crafting. I have a friend whose daughter's going, who's going to do some sewing as well. So everybody does their own thing, and I hope you can come along and join us. So if you want more information, message me and I will send you in the right direction. Okay, that's all for today, and enjoy the rest of today, and I will talk to you next week again. Bye. Bye.